The Noordwes-University's unit for open distance learning gives you the opportunity to receive a quality education from the comfort of your home. Let's push the boundaries of your greatness together.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to the first Student Life Experience webinar for the Noordwes-University Unit for Open Distance Learning. My name is Debbie Mchelwane. I'm a proud alumni and as well as a lecturer from the School of Human Resource Management here at the NWU. It is my pleasure to have you here today, joining you and joining us from the comfort of your home. I'm joined by students from the NWU's Unit for Open Distance Learning, and known as the UODL, and also a member from the marketing, as well as a student recruitment department from the NWU. We will be talking about what makes the NWU your great option for an excellent education, and again, also your choice of an institution. The NWU has recently been ranked top 4.7% of the Global University Center for the World University Rankings list. We are also placed among the best 120 out of more than 475 universities in the 2021 Times Higher Education Young University Rankings. The NWU was also one of 9 South African universities that were included in the prestigious list of the 2021 academic rankings of the world universities. Now that is really something amazing of why you can choose the NWU as your employer of choice. So we will, and I will be introducing you some of our amazing students, as I said, who will be basically telling us more of their experiences in their journey so you can hear what the NWU is all about. So welcome here today. So good to have you all here. Thank you for joining us. So before we kick this off, we'd like to obviously hear who are you, why you chose to study at the Northwest University, what are you currently studied. So let's start off here with Jill.
I'm Jill Andrews. I'm a 38-year-old from Cape Town. I'm a legal secretary and I am studying BA Public Governance. It's my final year. And I'm the SRC Distance Representative.
Awesome. Thank you.
Dumelang, lebitso la ka ke nna ka Mogelo Matli, and I am currently studying postgraduate diploma in management. I also work for the university as an academic mentor.
I'm Marlies Shanivat. I'm 23 years old. I am enrolled at the final year student in education in foundation phase, and I'm teaching at the school in Klerksdorp, and I'm applied for honors in special needs education, which I'm very excited about.
Awesome.
Hello everybody, I am Londani Mbudaheni Napoleon from Limpopo. I am a former police officer. I was working based in Sebokeng. Upon arrival in Sebokeng, I had no any formal qualification. I only had my senior certificate matric, and I decided on my own, upon realizing that education is a key, then I decided to enroll with the university. I do not have any experience of a residential university. I've been using a distance learning since until today. I've got a BTech forensic investigation. I also have a diploma in policing. I also attended the program project management with University of Northwest. Also have an imaging management program certificate from another university. Currently, I'm registered here in Northwest University, a very lovely university, a highly esteemed university across the country, probably across the continent. I am registered with BA Public Governance with Policing Practice. Currently, I'm an acting control immigration officer in the Department of Home Affairs, and I'm having a very good experience in the institution as far as the situation is concerned under the situation of COVID, but we are winning.
Awesome.
I am Shannon Williams. I'm 30 years old from Cape Town. I'm staying in George now. I'm a forensic field worker for the South African Police Service, currently doing crime scene investigation. And I'm a second year student studying a BSc in IT through distance learning.
Wow. I don't know how to start after that, Debbie.
You want to study again after you?
I think we should start again. Good day, everyone. I am Jason Beekers. I am of profession. I was a teacher for quite some time. And then I started working at the university as a student recruiter under the department Student Recruitment and Marketing, where we are mostly, but not predominantly, responsible for the marketing of the university as a whole, undergraduate, postgraduate, as well as distance learning, or UODL, to prospective students. And I am also currently enrolled for my PhD in business management as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much. It's so great to see the different fields in which you guys are basically focusing and studying on. Great stuff. So we are now looking forward to introducing and just for you to hear more of these stories and more of these journeys. But before we start chatting to each other and really unpacking everything and the experience here from the unit of open distance learning, we have a lovely message from the Deputy Registrar at the Noordwes-Universiteit, Prof. Michael de Manne. Check this out.
Many students, when they look at the difficulties of their circumstances, often they think many goals are unreachable. But what I have seen distance education do is how it's revolutionized the lives of some students. The stories you heard is students in rural areas who, through distance learning, became teachers, they became ministers of religion. Some of them are doing, the BSc in IT, for example. Something which would have seemed impossible before. And then when they compare where they come from and where they are going to, the circumstances that dictated that they couldn't get anywhere paled in comparison because they became greater than what they ever imagined. Open distance learning opens the doors of learning, to all students. So it gives opportunities to people who may not have had access, to higher education. Open distance learning is an opportunity for students, to study, at a distance, meaning not based on, on a campus. And it uses a variety of technologies, but at the base of it, the philosophy is blended learning, where students may use, access to computers, and they may have some facilitated sessions through various learning management systems that are available. And these are also used, for recording, sessions, with students, so that the students can play back, the lectures for themselves and also have an opportunity to interact with other students. We are very focused on service delivery, and so we want to make sure that even in these COVID times that we are able to give a proper service, to the students who are registered, to study through distance learning. In basic education, if you see how many students complete the matric, not all of them are able to get access into an institution of higher learning. And I think distance learning will be a vehicle to also assist those students who could not get access, into residential, universities. sometimes I have the opportunity to speak directly to students. And of course, largely I write emails, to them. But when I see them face to face and they tell me the story of their lives and how distance education has changed their lives, it makes me wake up every morning to come back to work.
Now that is how you start a webinar here at the Noordwes-Universiteit. Sure. I don't know about you guys. I feel so inspired after watching that, right?
Yes.
I want to study again. Like, let's go again. Let's do another course. So inspiring. I think I speak for everyone that we look forward to hearing your journeys, also introducing the unit for open distance learning of the Noordwes-Universiteit. We want you at home to take part in today's discussions. Take a picture, ask a question, and really join our YouTube chat live stream, and using the social media hashtags #myNW and my NWU-UODL. There are so many amazing prizes to give away today, and our social media crew is monitoring and answering all the questions throughout the session, and you want to walk away with the amazing prizes that we are giving today, because, I mean, the NWU, we only give the best, right? Yes. Awesome. So for our viewers at home and prospective students who are listening and like really wanting to find out what is the NWU about, why should I be part of the NWU, before we get all to that detail, because there's so much to give, they probably want to know, how do I register? What is the process? Jason, could you talk us through that process? How does it look like?
Well, Debbie, thank you for that. I love that you are starting me off with that question, because that's something really important, and it's very crucial that we highlight that, especially in the beginning of this webinar.
Exactly.
Now, Debbie, you have mentioned registrations, but allow me to correct you, please. Before you can register, you first have to apply.
Exactly.
Now, this is something very important that we encourage our students to make use of our online application platform. And when they do the online application, it's very important that they make sure they have all their documents uploaded. Now, Debbie, with UODL and the different programs in UODL, there are certain requirements of the programs. I can make an example, for instance, the ACT Advanced Certificate in Teaching. Where you need to complete a PRO2 form, for instance. So it's very crucial that our students and our prospective students who want to apply acknowledge that they should have all of those documents. So after you have applied, and if you are successful, then you get accepted. Now here comes the good part. and I usually tell students it's like sitting outside of a house where the window or the door is the university. And when you apply, you look through the window. And then when you register, you get invited through the door. And that's what the registration is for the university. But for UODL students, something very crucial in terms of registration. The sooner you register, the sooner your registration is processed, obviously, and the sooner your study material gets delivered. Now, obviously, it's a systematic process, Debbie, and the sooner you get your study material, the sooner you can start with your academics. So in that, we want to encourage students to please make sure that when they apply, they upload all their documents. After application, then registration. The sooner you register, the better your academic year takes off.
Yes.
And the greater you become.
Yeah. So essentially what is important before you get to the registration, it's important that you apply online, and then you get the response for registration, followed by how you then get your material after you've registered. And importantly, the sooner you do it, the sooner you get it. Awesome.
Maybe just to add on,
yes.
Upon registration, you don't need to wait for anybody to phone you or to email you concerning the beginning or when do we kickstart with the process of academics. Everything is uploaded on the system. You can start as soon as possible. You can interact with the lecturer and other support structures within the institution.
Awesome, that's a good to hear. Shannon, you are currently a forensic field worker. Why did you decide to go into IT, study IT?
Well, because technology, or I see technology advancing at an exponential rate almost every day. I mean, the new iPhone is not even out for a year, and then
there's a new one coming.
So, and that creates opportunity for hackers to hack your personal details and things like that. And I feel like and because of the exponential rate of growth, there's an opportunity for the cybercrime unit in the South African Police Service. They need people.
That's
yeah.
right.
And I see that as an opportunity, and that's why I decided to study a Bachelor of Science in IT. And because I'm working full-time as well, distance learning is perfect for me.
I'm glad you mentioned you saw it as an opportunity for you, and the NWU was not just, it was an option for you to exercise that opportunity, right?
Yes,
Yeah, and I think that is so amazing that we all heard the slogan, and I think for our prospective students out there, if you haven't heard it yet, you'd probably hear it a lot when you become part of the family, is it all starts here. So let's take a look at this following video.
You see the distance. I see a journey. The opportunity to set my own pace. To push the boundaries and earn my independence. To walk my own path. And if I can't walk it, to make it. You see the struggle. I see the chance to have the best of both worlds.
To be street and book smart.
You see the journey alone. I see a community from all walks of life. You see challenges. I see the possibility to raise the bar. You see a long road ahead. I only see a greater me than yesterday. And a greater me doesn't mind the distance.
After that video, you can really see that it all starts here. You know, it's about quality education. It's about experience more than just anything at the Northwest University. So let's continue chatting to our amazing panel this morning so you can get, or this afternoon, getting to know them very much better. So some of you sitting here are on your second and your third qualification that you're studying. And I want to pose this question to Marlucia specifically on this journey of yours. What are you in the journey of your postgraduate journey? If you can just walk us through that.
The postgraduate, when I decided to go further, the options were endless.
Yeah.
There are PGCE, there are PGDIP, there are ICT, and there will be something for you. You can just go and do your research, and there's something for everyone. The challenges is there, yes, but it's everywhere, and you must self-discipline also. So you must just choose what you want to do and go through with it.
That's very true, because it's like it's a box full of options. I am currently doing the postgraduate diploma in management. I know there's labor law and the newly introduced one that's called industrial engineering. So there are many options.
I am so glad Kamagelo touched on that, Debbie. And this is something that the unit pride ourselves in, the newly introduced PGDIP for industrial engineering. And we really invite our engineers out there to do some research on our website and check out the newly introduced PGDIP in industrial engineering. I think I can say the following, that we are at the forefront in the program, as we are the leaders in introducing it on distance learning mode. And that is what sets the university apart, and that is something that we pride ourselves in. So yeah, thank you.
And I think what is amazing to see is, as you've mentioned, Marisha, you mentioned so many options. It's not just 3 or 4 possible postgraduate qualifications that we have, that we offer. There's a whole list of them.
And for contact students and distance students.
That are available in the various fields. That is quite exciting to hear. Jill, you are part of the Student Representative Council, which is it's about leadership, you know. How did you get involved there?
Well, it started in lockdown, actually, where 2 students decided, we actually had a bit of drama with some marking. And I voiced my opinion, and I then was nominated by 2 students to be the voice of the group, that specific group, and that was how it all unfolded.
So students sitting out, prospective students sitting there like, well, I want to come study at the Northwest University, but I also want to be part of the Student Representative Council. How do they get involved? How do they sign up? What's the process?
Well, it's a management process. So management then sends out notifications as to who would like to be nominated, and you get nominated by students, which then follows a process of, there's a criteria that needs to be met by that specific student. Once that student meets the criteria, they then get nominated, and a voting process happens thereafter. Once the voting process is followed through, and you do a manifest, so you actually put out what it is that you see as a vision and what it is that you want to change. You do a little video clip, and once they start to like that, they then obviously vote for you, and that was how the process started.
Awesome, good to hear that.
Debbie? Let me
talk, because this is interesting. Like Jill said, as soon as she made a manifesto, the manifesto is being posted online on a social platform that we can access. Everybody can access that through the app or through the cell phone device. Wherever the comfort of your house, you can access that manifesto. And everything that reflects on that manifesto is the indication of what is it that she's going to provide. It's like she's marketing herself, and then as a distance learning students, we nominated Jill because we saw the charisma, we saw although we never met face to face, but social media and the communication device make it much easier. So we saw the charisma and the energy, and then we decided
through a manifesto.
So we decided, no, let's vote for this one, because she must be our advocate. And indeed, with the distance learning representative, things become much easier. Thank you.
Debbie, I think I just want to add something out there, and this is especially for our current students who are busy watching. Jill, if I recall correctly, you are only the 2nd SRC representative of UODL. And that in itself is history being made. And I want to encourage our prospective, not our prospective students, excuse me, our current students who are currently enrolled for programs and who want to nominate themselves to get actively involved. Something that Londani mentioned now is that they have never met before, but they knew each other, and they knew each other through WhatsApp groups, and that for me is a community of care.
Exactly.
And that for me is leadership at a distance, where you have someone who takes lead of something, and in that contributing to brand awareness and being a brand ambassador for us out there. I can mention countless of people doing that. Jill, for one, in my space where I do the Sipokazi, a sweet person whom I've never met before, but has been sharing learning aids, has been sharing slides, reminding, hey guys, we have an assignment due. And that is the community that we try to encourage, because I think too often a time we tend to shine a light on students who feel like they walk the journey alone. And there's so much a community of support by these students, for these students, in those WhatsApp groups. And it's in that the strangers become friends, and friends become family.
So I think what is beautiful to see, it's not just an institution for learning, but it's a community that's formed from good relationships. And that is that's what makes NWU such a great place, and as a place that you can study. Great stuff. I am so excited to continue further on with these conversations and just to hear you sharing your experiences from what you're studying. We also right now will have an amazing testimonial by Amelia, who will tell us a little bit more about her journey as a distant learning student here at the NWU. Let's look at that.
Greeting prospective and fellow students. My name is Amelia Fakira. I'm here to share a short experience as a student at the unit of distance learning at Noordwes-Universiteit. I had such a wonderful experience studying at the Noordwes-Universiteit in the modality of distance learning. When you think about distance learning, we usually have a model in mind like teaching material in ebooks format and multiple choice tests. However, the university provided me with a lot of content for access. Besides, committed lectures are always available to make my study easier. Due to my commitment, I chose the best options. The benefits on hand were convenience, cost-effective, and learning at my own pace and location. I was not required to travel. Oh yeah, petrol prices are hiking. This meant that what would normally take me 2 years to accomplish my studies, Noordwes-Universiteit afforded me 14 months to complete my honors in theology with a cum laude. It was fun. I was able to continue with my career and personal duties. Please do not procrastinate. You still have an opportunity at the UODL. Muito obrigado, Universidade de Noordwest.
To our audience, we hope you are still there with us, continuing these conversations right now here at the NWU. Tell us what you're thinking. Please add your comments in chat, even any questions that you might have today for the panel on the chat button. And do remember, we'll be giving away amazing prizes later on. You want to get your hands on those prizes. So let's continue this conversation. Malusha, you are now currently applied for another degree.
Yes.
Yeah, please tell us about that.
Well, why not study further at Noordwes-Universiteit? It's so lekker. You just want more and more. So yes, I think I made a good choice to do that. So yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
And how's the support been from a student who's not physically on campus full time? How have you experienced that, and what does the support look like for you?
The support is amazing, even from the lecturers, really, and the students also from distance learning that supporting each other is amazing. On the WhatsApp groups, on emails, and it's like you've never met them, but
yes,
they're like friends. They, you know, you can go to them and ask them, what now? And they will help you. Not even think about 2 times. They will definitely help, yes. But the support is very, very good, yes.
And talking about support, yes, Chanel.
On what you said, it's very comforting to know that everybody goes through the same struggle. Yeah, you don't feel like you're alone going through this alone.
And again, I concur with you. An NWU is like a buffet of resources, because now you got WhatsApp groups, you got DIY on the system, you got eFundi, and you got the student representative as well. So it's broad spectrum of resources that you can use, you can access. And one thing for sure that people at home should know is that of all the universities that I've seen, I've attended, I realized that NWU is the only university that is having a Setswana on the website. You can, if you don't understand English, if you don't understand Afrikaans, you can also switch to Setswana. So there is no need and excuse that one can make to say, no, I did not apply because I did not hear Afrikaans, I did not hear English. So it's much easier. It makes things to be very simple. It's buffet, and of course, it all starts here.
Now you guys just go study, just come to the university, come sign up with us.
So something very important that Londani mentioned is that if you go to the website and you go and page through it, that part is important, because I believe sometimes we tend to only go on the website when we need something, and when you go on and you need something, you often not find it. And I want to encourage students to get to know the website, to get to know the resources that's there, to play around with eFundi, use your time wisely, and in doing that you equip yourself not only with your academics, but also with various management systems and technological systems as well. So I really want to encourage our students to go to the website, go and look at the unique student resources, and go and navigate through the page, get to know the brand, get to know the university you are studying at.
Exactly.
And if you do that, I can tell you that the journey will be
much easier.
Much
Definitely,
easier.
yeah. But Alicia mentioned earlier on, Jason, about the Learner Support Center.
Yes.
What is that? Could you walk us through that as well?
So Debbie, we have learner support centers all over South Africa and in our neighboring country, country Namibia as well. Now, something very nice about these learner support centers is that it's open for all of the students who are registered to go to these learner support centers. But I don't want to elaborate too much. I want to invite our viewers to look at the following video about our learner support centers.
Let's check it out.
You are about to embark on the journey of distance learning. You are ready to live and learn. But you won't mind having someone in your corner. At the Noordwes-Universiteit Unit for Open Distance Learning, we promise to be with you even from a distance. We want you to have all the benefits of university to make your journey as smooth as possible. That's why we have learner support centers, or LSC for short, in urban and rural areas across South Africa and Namibia. Through our learning support centers, we assist and support you with various services. You choose an LSC near you during the application process. Do you want to attend your online classes in a productive space? Then use these centers. Are you a paper-based student? Well, you can submit your hard copy assignments here. All LSCs are equipped by the Noordwes-Universiteit with an ADSL line as well as Wi-Fi that enables you to download resources, recordings, old exam information, and tutorial notes. You also have access to a computer and resource center where you can crush your research and assignments. Each center has a coordinator that is responsible for the management of the center. They open the center for every interactive whiteboard session so you can attend live stream classes. The LSC office appoints coordinators who facilitate practical programs like education. They attend all the compulsory interactive whiteboard sessions scheduled for the program to answer any academic questions you may have after the lectures, so you can ask questions, get clarity, and more. Our LSC administration is your advocate. They work hand in hand with the Noordwes-Universitei's lecturers to help you succeed in your academics. In addition to that, you, my dear friend, can receive assignments and send them back to the Noordwes-Universiteit. You can also receive study material and share your queries or problems with the LSC office. Come and explore your connection to the Noordwes-Universiteit Unit for Open Distance Learning. We'll see you there.
It is good to know that at Noordwes-Universiteit, the LSC centers make obviously your journey as effective and as smooth as possible. Let's get further into our conversations, you know. Kamogelo, your journey started basically at the Noordwes-Universiteit through the uni prep, and we would like to know more, how did it go? How did you start with it, and what is it exactly?
Well, I'll have to take you back to the days when I was still in grade 12. I remember that I had forgotten to, I did not apply in time for a full-time course. And I think the contributing factor was that I was underperforming. So later, at the end of the year, a friend came to me, my childhood friend came to me and said that, let's apply to the Noordwes-Universiteit. But I was like, no, it's already closed. So they were like, there's something called uni prep. At that time, I did not know what it was. So I did some digging. Only to find out that it's a bridging course. And then since then, after completing my uni prep program, which was the BA Police in Practice, I then decided to become a full-time student. And then I did my public management with labor relations and human resources. And currently I'm doing my postgraduate diploma and in management. And also I have applied for my master's in business administration.
Awesome.
Still awaiting the final verdict. So I was very grateful. I'm very grateful to the Northwest University. That's why when I was doing my third year, I decided to give back to the Northwest University by becoming an academic mentor. So yes, I'm very grateful to what they have assisted me.
Awesome. And I think what is amazing is your prospects do not just end when you start. There's always a level of saying, go higher, go further.
Exactly.
There's so much growth opportunities.
Exactly.
Just to jump in on that part of uni prep, it has come to my attention that there are many guys and many ladies in the community that are not studying, that are not doing anything, but they are yet in position of their matric certificate. They are just roaming around doing what we normally call location management. When you roam around in location management, you reach you get to a point where you reach a sell-by date. You expire. So with the Northwest University, there is more variety of options that you can use. Like the gentleman here on my right just indicated that you can go through uni prep, because most of the people are not in university because they do not qualify. But with uni prep, it opens many doors that, of course, once you knock, you in. There's no need for you to say, no, I do not have money. And most importantly, currently in South Africa, education is free if you qualify. So people should grab that opportunity and come and register with Northwest University, particularly open distance learning, because you do everything at your comfort zone. You can still go and attend your piano and also while you are studying, as long as you manage your time.
Awesome.
Debbie, I think I just want to highlight something about Kamogelo as well. He started as a distance learning student at the UODL. Then he went to as a full-time student where he completed his full-time degree, and then he came back to the UODL again as a distance learning student. So it seems like there's something that you cannot get away from.
Yeah, right?
That's what we as a university try to achieve with our 3-campus model that we have, and the unity model that we have. And in that is that students are able to switch modes of delivery. But in that there always are certain processes and procedures that you need to go through. But the crux of the matter is that there is a possibility, and that you can, if you are a distance student and the program that you are doing is offered full-time or is offered on another campus, that you can switch, or vice versa as well. And we really want to encourage our students to partake in that and have a full rounded story to tell and to share. So
yeah, I could have not said that any better. And obviously, and I'm going to speak specifically to Shannon, Jill, and Londani. You guys are both, or the 3 of you are both working and studying at the same time. Whether we call it a benefit, whether we call it a challenge, I think you guys can elaborate more on that, because it's, you know, it's you earning a salary, you can still work, you know, you're in your career field, but at the same time, the challenge of trying to balance that. And I think my question is, and for many prospective students, is I hear this and it sounds amazing, and I'm interested. How do I balance work and studies? How do I do that?
It's definitely a challenge on its own, but you have to be dedicated. So at the beginning, when you apply and you start, you're all excited and you're hyped up and you're ready to do this, but I can guarantee you along the way, I mean, we all just fall off the tracks sometime. But the most important thing is to pick yourself up again and start working again. And it's definitely difficult to balance it, but you have to set specific goals for yourself, and you have to be willing to make the sacrifices as well.
No, let me also supplement what she has said. Studying while working is very stressful. You do everything under pressure. Remember, the boss wants production. The community, if you are working in a public department, they need the provision of service according to the promises set. But then if you are determined, trust me, there's no way you're going to go astray. If you are determined, you're going to nail it. As long as you communicate, you network. Open distance is about networking.
Absolutely.
If you do not network, you are on your own, because now you will be left behind, of course.
Right.
But if you got that eagerness in you, the burning desire to be qualified, to be academically inclined, then of course you're gonna make it. There's no way that you're gonna fail. As long as you register, that's my motto. As long as I started something, of course I'm gonna finish.
And Joel, how do you apply what you've learned in a career in your field of study into your workplace?
Well, I actually wanted to just touch on what Lindani said, because for me it is a challenge. It's nothing in life is easy. So the mere fact that after so many years getting back into studying, get with a family for that matter, with children, with work which is full time, it is, and then also with SRC.
Yes,
all of those things are time consuming. It takes up, it's actually literally like another job that you're doing. And if you don't perform, you need to keep a balance. Without a balance, it's not going to work. So you need to be determined, you need to be extremely have a passion. You need to have a passion to progress. If you are not going to have the passion to progress, then nothing is going to work for you. So for me, it is all about the drive and motivation within myself to better myself. And the only way I'm going to do it is by putting one foot in front of the other and just continuing, because that's just the way I see it.
Awesome.
And one thing for sure, to the viewers at home, it's important to incline or to associate yourself with the right group of people who are willing to assist, because you must be selective in the association. If you associate yourself with us who are doing what we know we do better, of course we're going to advise you, communicate. Our information is all over the social media. You get hold of us, we're going to be able to be of assistance, because of course from here we're going to become a university alumni. Like the lady on my right, she's an alumni. Whatever she do must represent the university in a very positive mode. If she's found in the wrong side of things, then the image of our university, of course, is going to be tinted.
Yes, and also with that time management with distance learning.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. And I think what is important, what we can take out of here, it is hard, but it's not impossible. So we've got an amazing group, an amazing testimonial being shared right now of two students who are basically just sharing their experiences and why they chose the NWU-UODL to complete their studies. Check this video out.
Good day, my name is Unita Kapp and I'm a student with Noordwes-Universiteit Potchefstroom campus. I was able to complete my honours in theology cum laude, as well as my master's degree in theology as a student in the unit of open distance learning. This was only possible due to the innovative and forward thinking of Noordwes University. Throughout my time, I was able to attend every whiteboard class and had access to all the resources I needed to complete my studies. Not only did I receive amazing support from the administrative and academic staff, but I also enjoyed wonderful access to the Noordwes University online library. Thank you, Noordwes University, Unit for Open Distance Learning, for the opportunity to start my academic endeavours. It has been quite the adventure.
Hello everybody, my name is Renelle Prince and I've been asked to share my experiences with my studies through the Unit for Open Distance Learning. I decided to do my degree via distance learning because of various reasons. Number one, I'm married and I am a mother of 4 children, so in-contact class was not really possible for me. Number two, the time and energy that it would take to get to class is actually saved in time that I could dedicate to my studies, as well as saving in petrol. One afternoon, while waiting in the car for my children at their school, I decided to give the Unit for Open Distance Learning a call just to find out about the degree and how specifically they offer their classes. I got to chat to Dr. Theron. She was really attentive and approachable, never made me feel like I was being bothersome. And I really appreciated that because I didn't get it from any of the other institutions that I had approached. All of the staff at the distance learning unit are really approachable, really knowledgeable, and will go out of their way to assist you. So my encouragement for you is you know, take that step, make the bold step towards your studies. So good luck in your studies and goodbye.
Thank you, Anita and Ronel, and thank you so much for just sharing your experiences as well. Anita mentioned earlier on about the whiteboard sessions, and Marlucia, could you walk us through that? What is whiteboard sessions?
Well, firstly, what more do you want than get educated in the comfort of your own home? That is awesome, and it's nice because you can participate with your lecturer online. You can ask questions about specific topics. You have the opportunity to learn more in the comfort, and it's very convenient. So yes, it's definitely nice to do that online. Yes.
And what I like about it as well is that you get to download videos as soon as they are available, and then go through them repeatedly. This teaches you to manage your time better. You're learning technical skills as well, and yes, with that comes self-motivation as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I think what is amazing, we also have, to all our viewers, we have the NWU-UODL link available that you will basically see on the chat button that you can access there for more assistance and into the process as well. So we have some few questions from our viewers wanting to know who is Iggy. We've spoken about Iggy, so this is a perfect opportunity to introduce Iggy. So Jason, could you?
Well, Debbie, Iggy is our university's mascot.
Okay.
Now, Iggy represents all of us. Iggy doesn't have a face, Iggy doesn't have a race, and Iggy doesn't have a gender. And we want our distance students to just feel as familiar with Iggy as our full-time students do, because Iggy is there representing all of us. Now, something very cute about, or not cute, good about Iggy is that he literally pitches up whenever you are not feeling good. And then you'll see Iggy and he'll come and give you a hug. Now, I had a friend and a colleague who would run when she sees Iggy. She would literally run. But that is who Iggy is for us. That embracing hug we all need at the time of despair. When you feel like it's
with all the stress that they had spoken about. You need Iggy to kind of revive the environment, right? Awesome. Thank you, Jason. Another question is that we've been asked is, when can I apply? When is it time for me to apply? When are the due dates? You know, I think audience want to know so that they can prepare themselves accordingly.
Debbie, our application dates are usually posted on our website.
Okay.
Now, because of the influence of COVID, as of now, there's not a definite date that I can say, otherwise I'll come into trouble. But I want to encourage our prospective students to please keep a lookout on our website. We do regularly update the website. Something very important about the application is that we tend to find that students create an application and then they think they've applied. So I usually explain it to them like this. When you create an application, it's like you completing a hard copy form and then putting it under the sofa. And not sending it to the university. And in that, I want to please let students know that they should pay attention to applying and submitting the application. So how do I know my application is submitted? I receive an SMS or an email based on the correspondence method I chose in the beginning of my application. And I receive that email or that SMS saying that, "Dear Debbie, we have received your application and we are going to process it." If you receive that, then you know that, okay, my application is received. Very important, again, third time saying it, make sure that all your documents are uploaded. Again, back to registrations also, Debbie. I cannot talk about applications without talking about registration, because I need to bring the two together so that students can understand that it's two different processes. So when registering, the earliest you register, as we have explained earlier, the better your chances are of starting your academic year. So our registrations usually open from October. Now, I want to encourage our students to please start registering as soon as registrations open. Because the sooner you register, the sooner you receive your study material, and like Londani said, the sooner you can start. As soon as you've received your study material, you can actually start with your academic journey.
Yes.
So please, please, please make sure that when you are accepted, that you do get registered as timelessly as possible.
Yes.
Who knows, Debbie? There might be a few prizes coming students' way. We'll register early.
Awesome,
So let's
exactly, we never know. So I'm glad we've heard that now, but the student is sitting there and wondering, wow, this sounds amazing, I want to come to this institution, but how much will it cost me, Joel?
Well, it's actually the most affordable institution that there is. It's our rates are really, really, well, relatively low. Actually, they are very low.
Very low.
Let's just take it from that point. But yeah.
And for full-time courses, your applications are free. Yes.
Yeah.
No, just to add again, mishumo minji neba hone pano South Africa. What was said there, sakari kosedza ka statistics. The majority of the people who occupy around the poso, the batu vane pa Northwest University. Asi vatu vane vakubva dzimwe university dzine ringasitiro amba ngadzo, but majority of them the vatu vane vakubva pa Northwest University. We have got a lot of qualified officials, office bearers, and those who are in the private sectors, but they are doing well because it all starts here. They are equipped here in Northwest University. So for open distance learning, I encourage you, everyone, so it's important to get this information. Little Northwest University, little tutor, little upota litrata, because the time is flying. So
do it now, apply now. Thank you so much, guys, for answering those questions. Remember, our social media crew is on the chat button, so if you have more questions, answer any of the questions that you might have, and they will answer your questions promptly. So before we carry on further on or get to the end of it, I'm so excited, we will be announcing some of our winners who will be winning prizes, but please help me welcome our mascot, Iggy. Iggy, where are you? Iggy playing hide and seek. Iggy! Iggy needs a louder welcome, guys. Iggy needs some energy. Give Iggy a round of applause. Welcome, Iggy. So Iggy gave me names earlier on that we want to announce. And Iggy's going to be having fun with us here while we announce names. So please enjoy Iggy here. I'm going to be announcing some of our amazing prize winners. Hi, Iggy. Hi, Iggy. All the love going around. All the love going around.
Hello, Iggy.
So announcing some of our prize winners right now. The first prize winner that we have here, you have something special to give as well. Ooh. Some love letters that we have here. Thank you so much, Iggy. Thank you so much. So the winners are as follows: Penyu Khosikama, Ethel Zandile Butelezi, Keenan Matruus, Nondebo Kona, Alcibi Dipilsi, Velalem Hendrik Christian Nietling. Congratulations to all of you. Enjoy your prizes that will be coming your way. Congratulations again. Please remember to take pictures, tag us, #MyNWU, and also #MyNWU-UODL. So, it has been such a great day hanging out with all of you here. I'm so...
Iggy has a personality of his own.
Come join me here. Come join me here. I want you here, right here on my feet. Come join me here.
Surprisingly.
Oh, but love. So you want to be part of this vibe when you come to the Northwest University. Absolutely. Guys, it's been so great and so amazing having you as part of the panel and just really sharing your experiences with our prospective students in terms of who we are, what we're about, and when they do come here, what they can expect. Thank you for being here, and we really appreciate it. To all our viewers, we look forward to having you here as part of the NWU because it all starts here. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You see the distance. I see a journey. The opportunity to set my own pace. To push the boundaries and earn my independence. To walk my own path. And if I can't walk it, to make it. You see the struggle. I see the chance to have the best of both worlds.
To be street and book smart.
You see the journey alone. I see a community from all walks of life. You see challenges. I see the possibility to raise the bar. You see a long road ahead. I only see a greater me than yesterday. And a greater me doesn't mind the distance.